The time has come. The moment you've all been waiting for. We're going to see Porto by air on our feet. We are climbing over the famous Arrábida bridge right here in downtown Porto.
Good morning from this beautiful Miradoro de Porto. Porto, just like Lisbon, has these awesome miradoros, little lookout points where you can see out over the city, and they're epic. I love them. I can't get enough of these things. We've already found a few of them here in Porto, and they're all beautiful.
We did a little exploring yesterday, and we kind of already discovered that, but today we're excited. The weather is perfect. Like, I feel like this is the most perfect weather we've had since we've been in Portugal. Actually, that's not true. All the weather in the Algarve was amazing, but Lisbon, mad heat wave, and then the first day we were here, mad heat wave. And guess what? That heat wave, I think, comes back tomorrow. So we're taking advantage today, and we are going to go do all of our walking and exploring and seeing this beautiful city. In our last video, we saw Porto by sea. It was the river, but we're saying by sea. Today, we are going to be seeing Porto by land and air.
Oh, tell more.
Get excited, you guys.
Actually, keep it a secret.
Stay tuned because, yes, we're going to be going up in the air. And no, it's not a helicopter.
Right next to our Airbnb, there was Igreja dos Grilos, which Igreja means church. So we're up in this chapel. They have these two rad towers that you can walk between. And the views, of course, are spectacular.
Quite spectacular.
Really, really rad, guys. Only €3 to come up here. Really cool spiral stone staircase that you get to go up. And we're up here by ourselves. This is awesome.
Yeah,
I love
how
this.
is no one here?
They're all over at the big cathedral right across the way, which happens to be closed.
So close. It's got a wire there.
They knew Shell was coming. This chapel dates back to the 1500s, so a long time ago. That's when the first stone was actually laid. And then it's been added onto a bunch over the years, where these towers are more recently built in the 1700s, which is still a heck of a long time ago.
Heading back down to the bottom, I want to go to the lower level of the church and see that, because it is beautiful. If I don't trip and fall. Just kidding. Ow! Oh wow, really watch your head here. Holy cow. Is that a real seagull, or do you think they've got like an audio of seagulls in here?
I think they're real.
Sounds like it's on a microphone. Talking very quiet in here, it's reverent.
This chapel is beautiful, and this wall back here is the... Sorry, there's some steps, but it's the most ornate golden wall. Absolutely incredible. The organ's like up on its very own little balcony up there. That's where the person playing it would sit. I don't even know how he gets up there.
I don't either, because I don't see a door or stairs or anything leading to that.
It's
but there's
so
like
cool.
a little chair up there, and like where you play, like the keys and everything are right there. Man, I wish someone was up there playing.
I know, it'd sound amazing.
Yeah, the place is so beautiful. I don't understand how they built these types of things that many years ago. Like, unreal.
I know, sometimes like...
Such detail.
I obviously did a lot of engineering in my past life, where I was an engineer. And I still look at this stuff and I'm like, I can't even fathom building that.
No.
And yet I was supposed to do that for a profession.
Well, and these people did it when they had far less resources than we have now in this
I can't do it in 2022. I can't even imagine how to do it, and they're doing it 300-400 years ago.
It's insane.
And a lot of the times a lot earlier than that.
Yeah.
Pretty incredible.
That church was beautiful. Glad we made this stop. Now we're moving on to our next site to see of this land portion of seeing Porto.
Porto is filled with these rad, narrow streets, and cars can't come up a lot of these. This one kind of has stairs all the way up along it. But if you come to Porto or Lisbon, be prepared to do some walking. Bring some comfortable shoes for sure, because you'll do a lot of it if you want to see stuff. It's all kind of spread out, and it's worth going everywhere. We're losing our cloud cover, and we're going uphill.
Climbing up another deep hill
It's
in
hot.
Porto. Man, people who live, I keep sliding. People who live
It is slick. The stones are slick.
Lisbon and Porto, they've got to be the most physically fit people. Whoa, look at this train station. That was a little squirrel moment there, but this is quite beautiful. That was worth the, you know, cutting the train of thought there. But we've got hill here, followed by a bunch of stairs here. Guys, we got this. We're huffing and puffing. We're doing this.
Yeah. You ready for this?
I feel like Daniel and I have said this so many times in Lisbon and also again here in Porto, but I feel like maybe even more so in Porto. Everywhere we walk and look, it looks like we're on like a fake movie set scene in like Warner Brothers studio or something like that. Everything looks like it's like out of a movie set.
It totally does. What's this one from?
Halloween 2. Just kidding. Okay, we're in front of the beautiful Igreja de Santo Defonso, I think that's right. And it has the iconic azulejo tiles all over it. I feel like maybe I'm saying those wrong. I feel like you pronounce them with the shush sound, but I'm not positive, so I'm saying it how it reads to me. These tiles are iconic all over Porto. Back in the 1800s, it was a status symbol to put them on the facade of your buildings, on churches, and everything like that. And now there are over thousands of unique tile patterns all over the city of Porto. And now the city of Porto is cataloging all of the thousands of different tile patterns so that they can preserve them. Pretty cool, you guys, pretty cool. I kind of want to tile the front of our house now.
That'd be dope. That'd be unique. All right, time to see Porto from the air. We're gonna be walking across that thing. And not just on the top, we're walking all the way across the arch.
That's right, you guys, the time has come. The moment you've all been waiting for. We kept you guessing on your toes. We're going to see Porto by air on our feet. I know it seems confusing because you're like, wait a minute, isn't that still considered land? No, it's not, because we are climbing over the famous Arrábida bridge right here in downtown Porto, and it's quite beautiful.
Very. Geared up.
You ready?
I thought we were going skydiving.
Yeah, these things are intense.
I've never had such an intense harness on. We're just starting our ascent up the Arrábida bridge. This is intense, guys. They got us harnessed up here like we're going on a skydiving.
Skydiving out of a plane.
But we're harnessed in.
We did say from the sky.
Yeah, that's so true. But we're all harnessed in. We're hooked up on this cable right here at the side of the stairs. And we are ascending to the peak of the arch of the bridge. This bridge was finished back in 1963, and these steps have been here the entire time, guys, for like service and other things. And it was only like 5 years ago that they opened this up to tourists to come and hike all the way to the top of the bridge. We have this little hook here, and every time we go by a post, you have to move it to the other side. So that's what I'm doing. This arch is solid concrete, and I don't know how many steps it is to the very top, but it's definitely up there and have a dope view of the Douro River and of the town of Porto. We're all about those viewpoints, huh, Shell?
Oh yeah, all about the viewpoint. Steps are getting smaller. Steps are gone!
Alright, we're almost up at the top here. It's really flattening out. We're like the top of the arch where it gets flat. The steps are gone.
And the view is incredible.
And there's 6 lanes of traffic right there.
Yeah, right on top of our head. We just climbed up 262 steps, or 18 floors, from the bottom of the bridge to the very tippy top of the bridge. We've got a 6-lane highway right above us that you can barely hear anything of. And we've got the gorgeous river right below us. This is incredible, and we are harnessed in. We are not going anywhere, even if I want to go look a little closer to the edge.
Which you know she does.
I do. I just want to hop on this side. I'm still be harnessed in.
I think that'll be fine.
Just kidding. Now they're busting out something that Porto is very famous for, the Porto wine, or port if you will. Although we don't drink wine, so we won't be tasting this. It's a nice little feature on the Porto Bridge Climb if you ever come do it and you do drink wine. You get a little taste, but it's a secret, they say.
Well, if you guys are going to do this, I would do it for the climb, not necessarily the view. The miradoros in the city are way better than this, but it's
they're way
still
different.
awesome.
I don't want to say they're better necessarily. They're a little bit better. But I feel like this one's just very different. You know, this is like much further away. It's kind of like the whole grand view, if you will, the entire view. But if you go in the city, it's a very different view. It's tighter and like you feel like you're on top of the rooftops there. Whereas this, we're very much just on top of a bridge.
Yeah,
but hey, guess what? We are a bridge. And this is the Porto by Air. I bet it isn't what you were thinking, is it?
Vince Vaughn will be proud.
Vince Vaughn from the breakup. Land, sea, and air. He was taking Chicago by land, sea, and air. We just took Porto by land, sea, and air.
Although I feel very like indoors right now.
Yeah, very indoors.
This is it.
And I really would like to step out to get a little bit more fresh air,
Get some
but
serious air.
I can't move in my bungee jumping harness. I feel like a kid at Disneyland.
Sorry, Sally. We don't want to lose you.
Wanting to go on the ride and my mom won't let me.
Oh my gosh.
You know those leashes?
Yeah, we call them the doggy Bowser when we were a kid.
At Disneyland. I just can't go any further.
Doing. That thing's gonna drop you onto your back.
I know.
She's safe, everyone.
I'm safe. I'm safe.
Obviously.
Safety first.
Obviously.
I know. I know.
And we survived.
Well, we conquered land, sea, and air. Now it is time to conquer our hunger because we hungry. So we're on our way to find just a little something something. It's not quite dinner time, it's way past lunchtime. We want to find just a little something something to kind of curb our hunger here. Maybe a little pastel, maybe a little more than a pastel.
We might need a little more than that.
But we're just walking along this beautiful waterfront pathway here, and we've got this mammoth bridge behind us that we just climbed up. It was actually really cool.
It was cool. It's a beautiful
It's cool
bridge.
seeing it from here, like it's big. And we're just gonna go wherever our feet take us right now. We're back on land.
Back to the land portion. We just stopped by Livraria, which means library, Lello. I think that's how you call it.
Livraria Lello, aka the Harry Potter Bookstore.
The Harry
and
Potter
when we
Bookstore.
say stop by, we mean there was quite the line out front. Full disclosure, everybody, okay? Don't come at me in the comments here.
Oh my
or
gosh.
do, it's
Get
fine.
after her.
I've actually never read a Harry Potter book or seen a Harry Potter movie.
It's terrible.
I'm sorry, okay? Right up front, I apologize. Daniel, however, has read them all, and I believe he's seen them all.
Of course.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say I'm this huge Harry Potter fan. Although, I feel like when you come to Porto, you have to come to the famous Harry Potter Bookstore.
Well, to preface this, it's also built back in 1906. It's very old, and it is top 3 most beautiful bookstores in the world.
It was mind-blowing.
So
Mind-blowing.
there is that it has going for it.
Yeah.
But the whole Harry Potter thing
Legend has it.
has blown it up too. Legend has it.
if you
J.K.
will.
Rowling she lived in Portugal, and she would, I guess, visit this bookstore frequently.
Yeah, she lived here in Porto, and she would visit this bookstore regularly.
So the inspiration for the Hogwarts staircases and the bookstore that you see in Harry Potter was inspired by this bookstore here.
Which I can understand.
It's beautiful.
I mean, I have seen like little bits and pieces of Harry Potter movies. There was one time where I was like, this is it, we're gonna do it. We're gonna watch a Harry Potter movie. And Daniel turned one on, it was the first one, and I was out in the first like
We never got to number
20
2.
minutes. It just didn't really hold my interest. I'm so sorry.
They're
I'm
not for
sorry.
Shelley.
But I get it. You know, this bookstore was I mean, it was cool. It was really cool in there.
The staircase especially is, I think, the thing that's like very
What makes
unique.
it so unique and different, for sure. All the ornate detailing on the ceiling and the stained glass, like that definitely makes it incredibly breathtaking. Here's the but though. Is it worth 10 euro to get in? I don't think so.
Not if you're Shelly B.
I'm so sorry, okay? It's beautiful, but I don't know that I think it's worth 10 euro to go inside of. Now this square right behind us, right next to the bookstore, this is quite breathtaking.
This church is beautiful back there.
And it cost us this many euro.
They're like these beautiful, gorgeous churches are like a dime a dozen in the city. It is
Oh yeah,
crazy.
with the blue tiles and everything, it's absolutely gorgeous. Love this time of day, love the feeling in the city. It's like busy, people are out, the weather's cooling off.
It almost makes you want to like sit down and read a book, huh? Should we go buy one?
Should we go buy one?
We missed our opportunity. We did not buy a book.
We can't carry any more weight on our backs, you guys. Our camera bags are too heavy already.
Love you, Harry Potter.
Well, you guys, that's a wrap on the Taking Porto by Land, Sea, and Air. And I'd say it was pretty great. I feel pretty awesome about our work here in Porto. And not only in Porto, you guys, that means this is the end of Portugal.
Guys, we are leaving Portugal. It seems like we have been here quite a while.
Yeah, it feels like we've been here forever, but at the same time, it feels like the Algarve was like yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I'll be
crazy.
honest, everything feels like a blur to me.
Yeah,
Everything since we left home feels like just a blur.
I honestly can't believe how fast time has gone by, and I'm a little sad to be saying goodbye to this beautiful country, but that only means one thing.
There's 180 something left.
We have a lot more to choose from, and we are very excited about it. Like you, we aren't quite sure where we're headed to next, but we have a few ideas.
That's what tonight is for, guys. We're actually gonna head back, just make a little low-key dinner at the apartment and figure out where we're going.
We're gonna have a nice little planning sesh, a little on-the-road, full-time travel planning sesh, which means pasta, our staple here as we travel, and sitting on our laptops, figuring out our next move. And we're excited. We're excited to figure it out ourselves, and we're excited to bring you guys. If you've made it this far, we love you guys. Thank you so much for all the love and support. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.